Hey folks, I wanted to record a little bit of a video to help you understand how to do the final project. Um, the final project here is a little bit of a work in progress. We've been developing it for just a little while, and so the good news for you is that it's kind of small, so you'll get it done fairly quickly. Um, and we've worked out most of the bugs, so it shouldn't be terribly complicated, but we also haven't written out like thorough instructions. So I want to make this video to help you understand how to do it, some instructions, and then you can let her rip. So to open up the final project, go to the modules page, go to the bottom of the modules page and just click on AST 112 final project. It'll go to a page that will tell you to click a button to open it up in a new tab. So make sure that your browser is not blocking pop-ups for Canvas. And once it loads, and it might take a minute if you're downloading the final project for the first time, it might take a minute depending on your internet speeds. But once it opens up, it looks like this. The setup for the final project is essentially, you're running a telescope and you're going to look at these three objects. Each of these objects is worth 10 points. So here's the total score for the final project, totaling up all three of your objects. If you click on this, it'll take you to your finder scope. Remember, the finder scope is a lower magnification telescope to help you point your telescope. So here's what your telescope is pointing at initially. In order to change your view through the telescope, go to this little gear cog. You can go from the finder view into the eyepiece of your telescope, and this is what you see. And then you can fiddle with the focal lengths for your objective and your eyepiece to change the view. If you want to change your magnification, your field of view, all those things that you can do that through here. The second button here is the slew controls. If you wanted to change where your telescope was pointing at, and you're not going to, so you're really not going to use this yet. This is just some bells and whistles that we've added in for later, for when we might want to control where the telescope is pointing. We're not going to do that right now, so don't worry about that. Here are the controls for if you wanted to take an image. If you wanted to take an image with a CCD camera, you could do that there. This is if you wanted to take the spectrum of your object. And this is if you wanted to record a light curve and take brightness measurements over an extended period of time. If you've taken an image with a CCD camera or taken the spectrum or taken the light curve, you can open up those observations down here. If you wanted to return to the sky view, so returning to your main menu is through that button right there. All right. All of the questions about this object will be in the object analysis window. So open up your, probably easier if you're actually looking at the thing. So go ahead back to the sky, the eyepiece view. Look at the object, and you're going to, your first job for each object is to classify what kind of an object is it. Is it an object of the interstellar medium, or is it a star, or is it a star cluster, or is it a galaxy, or is it a galaxy cluster? All right. Depending on what kind of an object you choose, that will unlock a different set of follow-up questions. Okay. So identify what kind of an object it is, answer all the follow-up questions, and then once you're done, click Verify Analysis. And Verify Analysis will total up your score out of 10 points. This is the only feedback that the project is going to give you, right? If you're done with all the questions and you click Verify Analysis and it's giving you all 10 points, then that must mean you did everything right. Fantastic. Move on to the next object. If it's giving you less than 10 points, then you're probably going to want to check your work, make sure you're doing everything correctly, and then try it again. If you decide that you've done things wrong and you check your work and you change your answers, click Verify Analysis again. It'll grade your work and give you an updated score. There's no penalty for getting the question wrong. The only thing that the project cares about is, are your final answers correct? And if you are getting all of the answers correct, it'll give you all 10 points, regardless of how many attempts it took for you to get there. So you can check your work, you can review, you can get a question wrong and then figure out what you did wrong, fix your answer, and you can still get all 10 points for that object. All right? Then you can do that for all of the objects, and it'll total up all of your score for all of the objects there in the upper corner. There is no time limit. You can take as much or as little time as you need on the project. You just need to get it done by the deadline. If all goes according to plan, then your score, every time your grade updates, every time your score on the project updates, the new score will be sent to the Canvas gradebook. Okay? This is not the easiest thing to program, and there have been some bugs in the past. I think we fixed all the bugs, but just in case, I'm going to have you do one more thing. So, look at all three objects, look at all three objects, go to the object analysis, answer all the questions. All right? Once you're done with all three objects, then your score should be, well, hopefully all 30 points. And that score is what should get sent to the Canvas gradebook. Just in case that doesn't happen correctly, I want there to be a failsafe. I want there to be a backup recording of your score just in case Canvas doesn't do it correctly. So, when you're done with the project, go back to the module and go to the project screenshot submission. Okay? I need you to take a screenshot of this page, right? Take a screenshot of this entire window with your name in the upper left corner and your total score in the upper right corner. Just take a picture of this, and you're gonna send me that picture in this assignment. All right? Your picture needs to be either a JPEG or a PNG or a PDF or a GIF, whatever. Send that to me, and that way I have a backup of what your grade is just in case it doesn't get automatically sent to Canvas correctly. All right? I need your project done, and I need the screenshot submitted to me by the deadline. All right? If you do that, that's the whole project. All right? I would recommend get started now. Get started real soon, because I don't want you to leave it for the last minute. Just in case, some of the questions that you're going to be answering for this project will be things that we've learned about all semester long, including things that are from the beginning of the semester. And if those memories are a little rusty, okay, I want you to have plenty of time to go back, review, refresh your memory, remind yourself how to do those questions, and then answer those questions on the project. So get started now, get as much done as you can. If you find that you're stuck, you can come and ask me for help, right? Come into office hours, ask me for help. I'm not going to give you the answers, but I'll help you out along as much as you need to. If you leave it for the last minute, then you might run out of time. And I don't want that. I want you to get done with this project as quickly and painlessly as you can, and then you're done with the semester. So go ahead and get started now. Get as much done as you can. If you find yourself stuck, come into office hours and ask me for help. But get it done by the deadline. Get that screenshot submitted to me by the deadline, and you're done with the semester. Congratulations. All right. So I hope this has helped clarify what you're going to do for the project. Hopefully you're not stressing out, because honestly, this should be pretty simple and straightforward. Just, answering questions about stars and galaxies and all that, like we've been doing all semester. So get going, and if you're having trouble with it, I look forward to seeing you in office hours. Take care, everybody, and congratulations on reaching the end of the semester.